So the confluence age, the age to accumulate. So Baba is telling us many treasures that we get at this time of the confluence age. So what do we accumulate? Baba is telling us it is only at this time that you accumulate an elevated account of elevated actions, elevated knowledge, elevated relationships, elevated powers, and elevated virtues. So many elevated things we get: actions, knowledge, relationships, powers, and virtues. From the Copper Age onwards, there is the temporary account of devotion in which you do something and you instantly receive the fruit of that, and then it is finished. So Baba is telling us the difference between the account of devotion versus the account that we create right now. So there we get the instant fruit, and instant fruit is then finished. So Baba is saying the account of devotion is for a temporary period because you earn it and then instantly use it. The time to accumulate in your imperishable account so that it continues for birth after birth is now. This is the time that you accumulate in your imperishable account. This is why this elevated time is called the most auspicious age and the age of charity. It is called the age of God's incarnation. So many names of the confluence age Baba is telling us. What are the names of the confluence age? Auspicious, most auspicious age, the age of charity, and the age of God's incarnation. This is remembered as the age in which you receive powers directly from the Father. It is in this age that the Father plays the part of being the bestower of fortune and the bestower of blessings. This is why this age is called the age of blessings. Another name of this age of blessings. In this age, because of love, the Father becomes the innocent treasurer and he gives you multi-millions in return for one. Baba is the innocent treasurer now. Innocent Lord, Bholanath. So whatever we give, Baba gives us multi-millions in return. So it is only at this time that you receive the special fortune of accumulating multi-millions in return for one. In the other ages, there are the accounts of receiving as much as you do or give. So you give one and you get one in the other ages. But now, what do we get? Multi-millions in return. So there is a difference because at this time, so why there is the difference? Baba is telling us because at this time, the Father becomes the instrument to enable you to attain directly both in the form of an inheritance and also blessings, both in the form of an inheritance and also blessings. From devotion, you receive the fruit of your faith and devotion, whereas here you receive the fruit of the inheritance and blessings. Therefore, do you continue to take every step whilst being Trikaldarshi and knowing the importance of this time, knowing the attainments and knowing the account of accumulation? Baba is asking. Do you know how elevated even 1 second of this time is compared with ordinary time? Time is also very precious. Baba says, do you know very well the account of how much you can earn in a second and how much you lose in a second? Or is it that you earn something and lose something in an ordinary way? You are not just wasting such invaluable time, are you? You have become Brahma Kumars and Kumaris, but have you claimed a right to the imperishable inheritance and the special blessings? Those who have a right at this time claim a right for birth after birth. At this time, a soul remains dependent on any type of nature, sanskar, or relationship, becomes one who has a right to the status of a subject instead of having a right to a kingdom for birth after birth. Such a soul does not have a right to a kingdom, but becomes one who has a right to the status of a subject. So that means, if you are influenced by your old nature, old sanskaras, then you won't be able to get the status, high status in the golden age. So you have come here to become Raja Yogis, those who have a right to a kingdom. However, instead of that, because of the sanskar of being dependent, even though you are the children of the bestower of fortune, you are not able to claim a right to the kingdom. Therefore, always check to what extent you have become one who has a right over the self. How can someone who hasn't been able to attain a right over the self be able to claim the kingdom of the world? It is by becoming a self-sovereign at this time that you can prepare a living model of one who has a right to the kingdom of the world. So we have to become living models. When you invent something, you first prepare a model of it, don't you? Therefore, first of all, look at this model. So now Baba is showing us our model. Who are we? Baba is saying to be a self-sovereign, the master of oneself means, what does it mean to be a self-sovereign? To be the king of all your physical organs. So these physical organs are our subjects. Do the subjects rule or does the king? Who rules? Baba says, you can know this, can you not? If the subjects are ruling, you cannot be called a king. In the rule of the subjects, the dynasty of king ends. If any one of the physical organs is deceiving you, you cannot be called a master of the self. Never think that there are always one or two weaknesses and that you are going to become perfect by the end. Don't think like that. Even one weakness over a long period of time can deceive you at a critical time. Underline point. Even one weakness over a long period of time can deceive you at a critical time. The sanskar of being dependent over a long period of time will not allow you to become one with a right. So any sanskara that you are experiencing over a long period of time is going to deceive you at the end. Therefore, to be one with a right means to have a right over the self. Do not be deceived under the impression that you will become perfect by the end. The sanskar of having a right over the self over a long period of time will enable you to have a right to the world over a long period of time. So if we are able to have control over that particular sanskara for a long period of time, so that much duration we will be ruling in the golden age as a king. So those who become masters of the self for a short time will become ones who have a right to the kingdom of the world for a short time. So very simple calculation Baba is telling us. And those who are seated on the Father's heart throne, according to the Father's order of becoming equal to the Father, are the ones who claim a right to the throne of the kingdom. So Baba always says that first you have to sit on this throne. So there are three thrones Baba talks about. One is the throne at the center of my forehead. This is the throne, the seat of the soul. We have to sit here. That means we have to become soul conscious. So first we sit on this throne, and then we sit on the Father's heart throne. So become soul conscious and then become God conscious. So the first throne is my center of the forehead, and second throne is Baba's heart. And then the third throne is the real throne of the golden age that is studded with diamond. So first we have to sit on these two thrones before we receive that golden aged throne. So Baba is saying, those who are seated on the Father's heart throne according to the Father's order of becoming equal to the Father are the ones who claim a right to the throne of the kingdom. To become equal to the Father means to be seated on the Father's heart throne, just as Father Brahma became perfect and equal, so you too have become perfect and equal. Claim a right to the throne of the kingdom. Do not attain anything less in terms of your right to the inheritance and blessings due to any type of carelessness. Therefore, check your account of accumulation. Check your account of the past and accumulate in your new account with the help of this time and the Father's blessings. Do not create an account in which you earn and instantly use it. You earn and you use it. So don't create that account. At Amrit Vela, you have yoga and you accumulate. Amrit Vela, we have yoga with Baba and we accumulate. During class time, you study and you accumulate. Again, Murli time, we accumulate. Then throughout the day, what happens? Throughout the day, under the influence of circumstances and situations, under the influence of an attack from Maya, or under the influence of your own sanskars, you use it up in becoming victorious whilst battling. So what was the result? You earned and you consumed it. So what was accumulated? Therefore, always check your account of accumulation and continue to increase it. Similarly, in your chart, do not just put a tick mark that I did Amrit Vela, I attended Murli, I did this, I did that. Just don't just put a tick mark. Did you attend class? Yes. Did you have yoga? Yes. However, what else do we have to write in the chart? However, was your yoga as powerful as it is supposed to be according to the time? Did you pass your time well? You enjoyed yourself a lot and you created something for the present, but together with the present, did you also accumulate something? So that also we have to write in the chart. Did you have such a powerful experience? Do not just check whether you are moving along. Whenever you ask anyone how they are moving along, they say that they are moving along very well. However, check. We have to check something more. Check with what speed you are moving along. So speed of effort is important. Are you moving along at the speed of an ant or at the speed of a rocket? This is a good point to add in our chart. Baba, today I moved with the speed at the speed of a rocket or an ant, to write that. So check your speed and the percentage in becoming powerful in everything. to what percentage are you accumulating? If it were 5 rupees, you would say you had accumulated. And if it were 500 rupees, you would also say you had accumulated. So you accumulated, but how much did you accumulate? So there is a difference between earning 5 rupees versus earning 500 rupees or 5,000 rupees. So do you understand what you have to do? You are moving towards the golden jubilee. So check whether you are golden aged, that is whether you have a Sato Pradhan stage in every respect, or are you Sato, which is the silver aged stage. Your effort also has to be Sato Pradhan, golden aged. So what type of effort we have to make? Golden aged Sato Pradhan effort. Your service too should be golden aged. So the quality of our service, the quality of our effort should also be like that. Golden aged effort, golden aged service. So let there not be the slightest alloy of old sanskaras. It shouldn't even be like nowadays where they make silver gold plated. Externally it looks like gold, but what is it inside? It would be said to be mixed, would it not? So do not mix the alloy of arrogance and disrespect in service. So don't make this kind of effort, this kind of service where it is mixed, it is just gold plated. Don't make that kind of effort and service. So Baba says, do golden aged service. There shouldn't even be in your nature any feelings of jealousy, stubbornness, or trying to prove yourself right. That is alloy. So this alloy we have to let go of. So no alloy of arrogance, disrespect, jealousy, stubbornness, or trying to prove yourself right. Finish that alloy and become those with golden aged natures. Always have the sanskars of Haji. Haji sanskar is the golden aged sanskar. Whatever Baba says, Haji Baba. You have to mold yourself according to the time and service. That is, you have to become real gold. I have to mold myself. So Baba is using two rhyming words, mold and gold. So those who can mold, only they can become gold. But for that, we have to let go of the old. So let go of the old, mold yourself and become real gold. If you think that you will mold yourself when others mold themselves, that is being stubborn. Baba is explaining what is being stubborn. If you think like this, I will mold only when others mold. That is being stubborn. That is not real gold. Finish that alloy and become golden aged. In your relationships, let there always be good wishes and feelings of benevolence for everyone. Let there be feelings of love and cooperation. No matter what type of motive or nature someone has, let your feelings always be elevated. So golden aged feelings. Feelings of benevolence, love, cooperation, good wishes. So Baba is asking us to make this kind of golden aged effort. So begin the new year with a golden aged stage. So this Murli was just before the beginning of the new year. Baba is saying, begin the new year with a golden aged stage. This is easy, is it not? So at the time of hearing this, all of you understand that you have to do this. But when any problem comes in front of you, you think that it is something very difficult. The time when there is a problem is the time to show your authority as the master of yourself. It is only at the time of an attack that you have to be victorious. It is only at the time of an examination that you have to claim number one. So if there is no examination, then there is no no success. So paper has to come, examination has to come. So Baba is saying, do not become an embodiment of problems, but become an embodiment of solutions. So Baba gave us this homework: golden thoughts and golden ideas that make you into gold and bring about the age of gold. Baba is giving this topic: golden thoughts and golden ideas that make you into gold and bring about the age of gold. Acha, to all the fortunate souls who have a double right to the inheritance and blessings, to the elevated souls who are constant masters of the self, to the real gold children who always stabilize themselves in the golden aged stage, to the special souls who, with their deep love for self transformation, make progress for world transformation. Bab Dada's love, remembrance, and namaste. So now, in this Murli, Baba is also talking to the doctors. Baba had a special meeting with the doctors. So Baba is telling them, you are engaged in the service of making all souls constantly happy with your elevated zeal and enthusiasm, are you not? The special duty of doctors is to give every soul happiness. The first medicine is happiness. Happiness finishes half the illness. So, spiritual doctors means those who give the medicine of happiness. So, we all are spiritual doctors. So, we have to give the medicine of happiness to everyone. So, you are such doctors, are you not? If a soul experiences the sparkle of happiness even once, then that soul will constantly continue to fly with the sparkle of happiness. So, you are the doctors who make everyone double light and make them fly, are you not? Those doctors make them get out of bed. They are able to make patients who are bedridden get out of bed and make them walk. You take them away from the old world and sit them in the new world. See what kind of bed do we give to the souls? You take them away from the old world and sit them in the new world. Have you made such plans? You have made plans to use spiritual instruments, have you not? What is the injection? What are the tablets? What is the blood transfusion? You have created all these spiritual facilities. If someone needs to be given blood, what spiritual blood will you give him? What medicine will you give a heart patient? A heart patient means a disheartened patient. So you need spiritual material. Someone who has heart disease, it means that person is disheartened. All the new inventions they create are inventions created with the facilities of science. With the facilities of silence, you make them free from disease for all time. They have a whole list of all the different instruments. In the same way, you too should have a long list. So Baba is giving us this homework. They have those instruments. They have torch, they have stethoscope, they have tablets, they have blood. So Baba is asking us to make a list of spiritual instruments. So you are such doctors who should have such good facilities to make souls ever healthy. Have you made this your occupation? Have all of you doctors put up such boards at your places for making everyone ever healthy and ever wealthy? Just as those people write down their occupations, similarly, let there also be this writing so that as soon as people see it, they can understand what it is and come inside to have a look. It should be an attractive board. The content of the writing should be such that no one can stop himself from coming in for an introduction. The board should be such that there should be no need for you to call them, but they themselves are pulled to come to you even against their wish. Those people write so and so MBBS, back in India, they write outside the clinic their name and then MBBS. But you have to have such a board on which you have your spiritual occupation written, through which they realize that this place is necessary. Have you created such a spiritual degree, or do you just write your worldly degrees? See, Baba has given us so many titles. We have so many titles that we can write. We are Master Oceans, Master Almighty Authorities. So many masters degrees Baba has given to us. So our list is so long. So Baba is now asking, what should be the elevated facilities for service? The fastest means of service is to do service with powerful thoughts. That's the fastest means. So let there be powerful thoughts, words, and deeds. Let all three work simultaneously. This is a powerful tool. When you come into words, the percentage of powerful thoughts reduces, or the percentage remains the same, and it makes a difference to the power of words. However, let all three be simultaneous. With a patient, someone would be operating on him and another person would be checking his pulse at the same time. See how beautifully Baba is relating the physical checkup of the patient, physical care of that patient, with the spiritual care that we can give to the sick patients of the world. So simultaneously we have to do. So everything would be happening simultaneously. What would happen if the person operating continued to operate, but the one checking the pulse did that later? So many tasks are carried out simultaneously. Similarly, the spiritual tools for service also have to work simultaneously. You have to invent such a facility that everyone understands. Yes, this spiritual doctor will make them healthy for all time. So Baba is asking us to become such spiritual doctors. Cha Om Shanti. So let's take a moment of silence, reflect upon all these beautiful points that Baba talked about in this morning.